In the 16th century, Protestants removed 7 books from the Bible known as the Deuterocanon. They claimed that these books were not inspired by God and didn't belong in the Bible in the first place. Now, the effects of this decision are still seen today in Christianity. Protestants only have 66 books in their Bible, while Catholics have the original 73. This actually leads me into the main argument of this video. Protestants claim that the Deuterocanon is not inspired by God, but the Deuterocanon includes prophecies about Jesus Christ that could only come from divine revelation. For example, Wisdom of Solomon 2:12-20 reads, "Let us lie in wait of the righteous man. He professes to have knowledge of God. He calls himself a true child of the Lord. Let us see if his words are true. Let us condemn him to a shameful death." Then Baruch 3:36 describes God coming down as man and dwelling amongst humanity, and there's many other messianic prophecies within these books. So if these books aren't inspired by God, where are they getting the information about all of these messianic prophecies from?
Now you're going to have to listen to the whole clip because I've cut it down for sake of time. The claim is this: Protestants remove parts of the Bible, and the main argument, well, the prophecies in the Apocrypha must be real, they should be included in the canon, because they contain prophecies about Jesus. But just because something contains loose messianic prophecies, does that mean that it automatically qualifies for scripture? No. Even the pagans make prophecies and foreshadowings of Christ. That's why the early church fathers believed that Jesus was the fulfillment not just of the Jewish writings, but also of the pagan scriptures. And then you have the Book of Enoch. Have a listen to this. "At that hour the Son of Man was named in the presence of the Lord of Spirits, and his name before the head of days. Before the sun and the signs were created, before the stars of the heavens were made, his name was named before the Lord of Spirits." Now that is a clear messianic prophecy about Jesus, and so why don't Roman Catholics include that in their canon? The reason? Just because a writing talks about the Messiah, it doesn't automatically qualify it as scripture, and therefore the main argument of this whole video falls away. But here's the real key. Jesus and the apostles didn't consider the Apocrypha to be canon. They were certainly not inspired like the Law, the Prophets, and the Psalms. And that's telling. They used the Septuagint, and yet they never quoted the Apocrypha. And the early church used these writings, but they weren't canonized until 1500 years later.